Just when I thought it couldn't get any better, it does. I'm talking about the success of my lawn and landscape in this garden here. And the common denominator as to why everything looks so good is the soil. In the vegetable garden, plants seem to jump out of the ground with growth and vigor. The organic lawn has never looked fuller or greener, and my tree, shrub, and perennial installations have adapted beautifully. So what's behind this across-the-board success? Whenever I'm thinking about adding some new plants, whether it's vegetables for the garden or renovating my lawn or adding trees and shrubs to the landscape, I'm always thinking about what I can do to improve the growing conditions. And yes, that requires some foresight, but it's always worth it if you're patient. Now, the number one thing you can do is to improve the soil. And it doesn't matter whether you start with sandy, loose soil or you have heavy clay soil like I do. You can improve either case by adding organic matter. And the benefit of that, it will help your soil retain more moisture while still allowing it to drain. And it will improve the structure and texture and add those all-important microorganisms to help your plants thrive. So let's break that down. What is organic matter? Well, that's the not-so-secret ingredient to improving any soil. In a nutshell, organic matter, my definition anyway, is the natural earthy material that when decomposed makes up the non-mineral part of soil. Examples include rotted leaves, shredded bark or wood chips, aged manure, degraded straw, hay, grass, and yard debris. But the holy grail of all organic matter is compost. It's made up of any or all of the elements listed above and possibly food scraps, paper, cardboard, coffee grounds, and more. Over several months, these ingredients break down into the perfect soil amendment for your lawn or garden, complete with nutrients and billions of beneficial microorganisms that serve as the workers in your soil in a symbiotic sort of way to help your plants thrive as nature intended. You might be surprised to know that in nature, organic matter only makes up about 5% of the total soil composition. 50% is a combination of air and water, and about 45%, well, that's a makeup of different minerals, mainly sand, silt, and clay. And what's left over, up to 5%, well, that's the organic matter. Take comfort in knowing a little bit of organic matter goes a long way to making any soil better. My suggestion is to mix all the natural inputs you can into a heap or bin and let them break down all together first. When it does, you have finished compost. Then use it in your landscape or garden. At my place, I make all I can and add it to my vegetable garden, working about ½ an inch slightly into the soil. The addition of compost or other organic matter will improve your soil, which in turn helps whatever is growing there. For your lawn, rent a core aerator and run it over your lawn first. That will extract soil plugs, leaving a great place to top dress with compost and organic fertilizer. I do this twice a year in spring and fall. In vegetable and landscape beds, I work about ½ an inch of compost into the surface, add Milorganite as directed, and top dress with mulch. Well, hopefully you've gotten the picture that it doesn't take much to get big results over time. But try to improve your soil about twice a year. That's what I do. And while you will get good results rather quickly, the best results happen over time. So be patient and stick with it, but I promise the wait will be worth it.